up, guitar legends? Sam Wild here. We're looking at Suddenly I See by KT Tunstall today. You don't need a capo. It is possible to play it with a capo, but it will sound different and it's not necessarily easier. There are maybe less bar chords if you put a capo on fret 2, but it is played without capo. Alright, so let's start with the intro, which is also the verse. So that's this nice. Sounds really cool, my favorite part of the song, and it's quite easy. Alright, we start with this D sus shape. Alright, so just practice this shape first. You've got first finger on G2, third finger on B3, and it's not like a regular D major, so the middle finger is off. We have open E at the bottom. Okay, so make sure that you're not blocking that. You don't want it cut off like this. It needs to be there. If you really want to get that nice sus sound, right? Now all we're going to do is, with our pick, we play the D string, then we can play all the strings from the D string downwards, right? Then we go to a different bass note. We have C in the bass, so we can use our middle finger here on A3 to get that on the A string. And again, pick once, strum once. Okay, so all together we have. You'll notice this finger is here, it's ready. It's just sitting on the A strings. Instead of you having to think about it, it's already there. So I play the D string, but this is still ready on the A string, right? Okay, so we do each one once. And then you can hear I go back to the D string again. So it's D, C, D. Right? Then to finish, we have a bit of a strange rhythm. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, really I would usually do upstroke and then downstrokes, but we can keep it simple because it's just the bass note. We're going to do C twice and then G twice. Okay, now for G, you just move the middle finger up to E3 on the E string. Right? So we're going to play 2 on each. Now it's a strange rhythm, so just have a listen here. Try and play with me. Alright, and it just goes round and round for the intro, and it also happens in the verse. It's going to be there for verse 2 as well. Now before we move on, I want us to actually skip ahead to the bridge, right? That kind of breakdown, mysterious section that happens later on. The reason we're going to skip ahead to there is because it's the same as the verse, but we have different bass notes. So in the bridge we play D sus still, but then we're going to have an F in the bass. Okay, now you can play it down here with the thumb, but it's a little tricky. I advise you keep with the middle finger as we've been playing. So to get the F, you want to put your middle finger here on the D string on the 3rd fret. So we do D, F, D, F, F, G, G. So it's exactly the same as the verse in this bridge, but we're gonna swap from C to F. That's all we did. We changed C to F. Yeah, so D, F, D, F, G. You can hear it's exactly the same. It's just that swap from C to F. That's why I wanted to quickly show you that part. All right. Now let's go backwards. Pretend we've done the intro, pretend we've done the verse, and then we get to the pre-chorus, right? So now we have full chords, full strumming. All right. So let's look at the chords first. We have G, Nice and simple. Any kind of G chord variation you like. It's all fine. Then we go to A. Again, you can do any variation with your left hand fingers. I tend to use fingers 2, 3 and 4 when I play A. Okay, then we have F sharp minor. Now this is a bar chord, but you don't have to play it like a bar chord, right? You can put your thumb in the bass. In fact, you don't even need to do that. You can just have this top part. So you'll notice the way I do this, I kind of twist my arm inwards to my body and I kind of pull inwards on the strings, and that kind of helps you get a nice grip. It's much easier than doing this typical bar chord position where the wrist is in a horrible place, right? The wrist can come up like you're about to pick up the guitar, right? And you can kind of pull inwards. That's how you get the squeeze for these kind of bar chord shapes, right? And if you can get the thumb over for that bass note, great. It doesn't matter though if you missed it out, it's not a big deal. Okay, so again, G to A to F sharp minor, then we have B minor. Unfortunately, there's no way around this. We have to play a bar chord. Now we do these 4 chords, it goes round twice, right? And then to finish the pre-chorus, we have G to G minor to D. Okay, so D is nice and easy. However, some of you might struggle to play the G bar chord, the G minor bar chord. So I want to show you a little trick. If you play your G chord like this, you can then play G minor like this. All you have to do is add the middle finger to G3, and that will make it minor. Okay, so we have this regular G shape. Well, I mean, usually you'd have finger 2 up here on the bass note, but we're going to need that for the minor notes. So swap it to your first finger. Okay, so this is much easier than playing the bar chord, right? So you have this, and then you push the middle finger into G3, and that's going to give you G minor, right? Yeah. Now you'll notice in the play along, I just use the bar chord because I prefer how it sounds, but honestly, it makes no difference. You can do this way. Alright, that way we're just minimizing those bar chords. For those of you that want to take your playing to the next level, make sure you sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to all my backing tracks, all of my lessons, and I'll teach you how to improvise, solo, and play advanced chords. Enjoy the rest of your lesson, guys. We have one more section, which is the chorus, but first, let's practice our rhythm, our strumming, and we can practice it on the G chord. Okay, just at the start of the pre-chorus. So get your G chord ready. And with the right hand, we're going to play down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up. Play with me. 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now we change chords. You'll notice I actually move on that last upstroke. I'm actually moving. Alright, so you don't have to do the last upstroke and then move, right? You can be moving as you do the last upstroke. So I go down, down, up, down, change, down, down, up, down, change. Okay, then you just get a sort of like a scratch sound as you're changing chord. So it's not really a full chord strum, but it makes them join together. It adds some rhythmic flow when you're changing chords. So my advice is to practice the pre-chorus slowly first, like this, because it's very tricky. if you're a beginner especially. But let's look at the chorus now. Alright, the chorus we have B minor again. Then we have F sharp major. And again, you can play this as a bar chord. You'll probably see me do that in the play along. But if you find it easier, bring the wrist up, have the thumb in the bass, and play it this way. Right, you don't, even if you can't get that bass note, you don't have to have it there, okay? Just get those bottom notes, and that still works just fine. So B minor, F sharp major, G, D. Okay, that's the first half of the chorus, and then this is where people get confused. They don't realize what's happening, but it changes. It goes B minor again, F sharp again, then we have G minor to C. Why the hell it means so much to me. Now again, you can play G minor like this if you want to, because that way you don't have to play this bar chord, right? If you find it easier, you can play G minor like this instead of the bar chord, right? C major is nice and easy though, okay? So again, B minor, F sharp, G, D. Then B minor, F sharp, G minor, C. Right? Alright, that's pretty much everything. If you are more advanced, feel free to add a little bit more into the verses. For example, you could do 2 picks, then strum, and then you could add an upstroke right before the bass note. So it sounds like this. Right, if I do this faster. Right, and you can even strum more strings as well. So if you're more advanced, feel free to just play around with adding a little bit extra if you don't want to keep it so simple. Alright, that is everything. The play along is coming up now. If you're struggling, then just play it slower. You can click on the little icon, the cog icon, and you can change the playback speed to 0.75, and that is going to just slow it down by 25%, and it's going to be much easier for you to change chords and focus on the rhythm, etc. So my advice is to practice that slower speed for quite a while, especially if you're more of a beginner, and then once it feels good at a slow speed, then try speeding it up. Alright, if you found this lesson helpful in any way, please give it a thumbs up, a like. Make sure you subscribe as well and hit that notification bell icon. Alright, good luck with the play along. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. 1, 2, 3, 4.